In this video, we are going to be reviewing the main differences between an RRSP and a TFSA so that you can make an informed decision about which account is right for you. Registered Retirement Savings Plans. RRSPs allow you to invest and save for the future while limiting or minimizing your tax liability today. Any growth or investments that grow in the RRSP are tax sheltered, meaning that you're not going to pay any tax on any of the investment growth while the money is in the RRSP. Now in the future, you will take money out of your RRSP and it'll be taxed at that point. That income that you receive from your RRSP can be used in conjunction with things like your tax-free savings account or maybe even a non-registered account to really supplement your income that you might be receiving from sources like a government pension or workplace benefits program. The setup. Now there are two ways that you can actually set up an RRSP. The first is you can simply set it up under your own name and you make the contributions to the account. Another way that we see people doing it is to set up a spousal RRSP. So in this instance, your spouse may set up an RRSP under their name, but you're actually the one contributing to it. The reason you would do this is if your spouse is in a much lower income bracket. When you put money into your spouse's RRSP or their spousal RRSP, this means that you receive the tax deduction. So as the higher income earning spouse, you receive the tax deduction today. Now in the future, your spouse is going to be the one withdrawing from the spousal RRSP, and at that time when the money comes out, it'll be income at their tax bracket. And so this really allows spouses or common law partners that have big differences in income and tax brackets. It allows them to smooth out their income tax in the future. So again, the higher income spouse would contribute to the lower income spouse's spousal RRSP during their working years, and then in the future, that spouse is able to take the money out at their tax bracket, which ultimately reduces the tax bill for the family. Making contributions. So anyone who filed a tax return the previous year and reported earned income can contribute to an RRSP. So for example, the annual contribution limit is 18% of the previous year's earned income to a maximum of $29,210 for 2022, plus any unused contribution carry forward from prior years. The annual contribution deadline is the end of the first 60 days of the following year. So for example, the 2022 deadline is actually March 1st, 2023. You can contribute to your RRSP up until December 31st of the year that you turn 71. And if you have a spousal RRSP, you can contribute to that RRSP up until December 31 of the year that your spouse or your common law partner turns 71. Determine your contribution room. So if you're looking to find out how much you can contribute to your RRSP, I recommend looking on your CRA Notice of Assessment. So for example, if you're looking to contribute for 2022, which keep in mind is the whole calendar year of 2022 plus the first 60 days of 2023, if you look at your 2021 Notice of Assessment, you'll see how much, very clearly defined, how much you can contribute for the 2022 year. Tax-free savings accounts. TFSAs offer Canadians a really great way to save for the future or for some short-term goal in an account that is completely tax sheltered. So again, a TFSA, you can put money into it, you can invest in something like a GIC, high interest savings, stocks, mutual funds, bonds, ETFs, whatever you like, and any growth that occurs in that account is going to be completely tax-free, both while it's invested, and then of course when you take the money out, that will also come to you tax-free. Setup. A Canadian resident that is 18 or older and has a valid SIN number is able to set up a TFSA. Making contributions. Now, depending when you turned 18 will dictate how much you're able to put into a tax-free savings account. The tax-free savings account was launched in 2009, and since then, the annual limit has fluctuated. Up until recently, it was $6,000 a year, and in 2023, it was increased to $6,500. If you've never put money into a TFSA and you were at least 18 in 2009, you can contribute up to $88,000 into a tax-free savings account. Unused contribution room. If you didn't contribute to a TFSA in previous years, you have accumulated unused room and you can contribute to your TFSA in future calendar years. So again, any room that's not used previously, you can use now or in the future. If you take money out of your TFSA, you lose that contribution room for the rest of the calendar year, but you can recontribute in the following calendar year. Cumulative contribution room. Again, where an individual has been eligible to contribute since 2009, if they were to top up their TFSA today, they'd be able to put in $88,000 into their tax-free savings account without risking over-contributing. We can help. Both RRSP and TFSA accounts are great ways to save for the future while limiting your tax liability. If you're unsure of which account you should be contributing to, because we know that in some instances it makes sense to contribute to an RRSP versus a TFSA, if you need help figuring that out, our team at Ferguson Financial Planning is here. You can schedule a consultation with us using the link below in our description. If you found this video useful, please subscribe or check out our website for more tips. Thank you for watching.